Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the co-hosts here, and today I do just want to do another shorter video, just cramming everything into a lot shorter video so that I can get you all of the information as quick as possible. So I want to jump straight in because I want to keep it short, and basically we are going to be looking at what is the highest probability direction for the price of the crypto market. And we'll be talking about the traditional markets a little bit as well. But getting straight on into the charts, I just want to start off with the Bitcoin chart. So what I'm looking at on this Bitcoin chart is the 8-hour chart, and we're looking at this resistance level here, which is also a respectable resistance level on the 12-hour. But this resistance level is acting as very strong resistance, and as of a few hours ago, sorry, we did actually get a confirmed rejection from this resistance once again. This is signaling to me that the bears are still in control and we are still in this downtrend. So I am expecting the price to continue seeing a rejection from this resistance, coming down to that price target we've been talking about at around 19,000, just below 19,000 from this rising wedge, which did break towards the downside. As you can see, the two previous TPs have been hit at $22,700 and $20,800 approximately. The final TP is sat at around $19,000. So we're still waiting for that TP to be hit. And I do think this rejection is going to confirm that we are going to come down to that $19,000 level, because again, we've had this rejection and it is confirming to me that we are still in this downtrend. You can clearly see here we have our high, we have our low, we have our or we could say that the low starts back here. So we have our low, we have our high, we have our lower low, sorry. We have our lower high here, we have another lower low, and then we have our lower high that we've just printed now. And now we are going to have that pullback, and I do think we are going to pull back to that $19,000 level, and I will talk about why as well. But I just want to look at the indicators quickly. The indicators, look at the stochastic RSI. We did get just into that overextended region, just about. There was a little break above that overextended region right there, but not too overly extended. But it does signal to me that there is room towards that downside. So that is why I do think we are going to see more downside, especially down to that $19,000 level. Before Sorry there. Before I carry on, please make sure you smash that like button. It does really help me out and does really help the channel out as well, and I do really appreciate it. But yeah, getting on with the video again, I want to have a look at a bigger time frame. So looking at the daily, we still have that bearish flag that is in play, but $19,000, this is the target that we are talking about. This is the target that we want to see the price come down to, because it is a major support area here, and it is our TP for the rising wedge as well. So $19,000 is my next target. That's where I do think the price is going to come down to. But what happens when we do come down to 19,000? And that's what this chart is sort of indicating to us. So looking back at 2017, you can see this was the high from 2017 around that $19,000 area. And July we found some support, and we are holding that support. We are holding that support as well. So if we do, I've mentioned this before, if we do break this support level at 19,000, I think 12,000 is that next realistic target. Just looking at this comment, falling wedge still in play too. Yes, that falling wedge, I'll just show you quickly, that falling wedge is still in play. No, rising wedge is still in play. I don't know if you're talking about a different wedge, a falling wedge. Let me know what time frame that is on, and I'll have a quick look at that as well. But yeah, $19,000 is where we are currently sat, and if we break this, then 12,000 I think is pretty realistic, because we do have the bear flag, which is indicating to us that we are going to see that $12,000 target, because we've got that break towards the downside, and the price target is at $12,000. But yeah, looking at this chart as well, it does signal to me that $12,000 is realistic, because if we look between this blue support level here, this major blue support at 12,000, and this blue support level at 19,000, what we can see, if we look between those back in history, in the history of Bitcoin, we can see that there is nothing happening within those two levels. So we can see that breaking above 12,000, we went straight up to 19,000 and straight back down again. And we can see when we broke above 12,000 again, we came straight up to 19,000 and broke that. So we haven't really spent much time at all between that $12,000 and $19,000 level. So what I do think is that if we break 19,000, 12,000 is that next realistic target. And I do think the price will come down to 12,000 pretty quickly, only if we break 19,000 though. And that's only if we break 19,000. As you can see previously, it's been a pretty quick move up and a pretty quick move down back in 2017, 2018, when we did break above 12,000. And again, back in 2020, it was just a pretty quick move towards the upside. So I don't expect any silliness in the middle. I do expect just a really, really quick move. So we do just have to be very, very aware of that. And yeah, looking at the smaller time frames again, we were looking at this pump, and people were getting really excited about this pump. But yeah, this resistance level has come in very strong and has caused the price to have this rejection. We've had that confirmed rejection now. So I do think that the next level is 19,000. Then when we get to 19,000, we can talk about if we're going to hold that level or if we are going to bounce off of that level. Thoughts on traditional September slump, buddy? Could get messy. Yes, it could get messy. I am going to talk about that as well. I will just talk about the DXY and then we will talk about September, because September has previously been very, very messy. Charlie, I'm still accumulating. Yeah, so am I. If we dollars. So accumulating is the best, and dollar cost averaging is my personal favorite strategy in this current bear market. But looking at the DXY quickly, the DXY, it does have, and I've spoken about this before, it does have this bearish divergence. So we've got this high here, and then we've got this higher high here. And then if we bring up the RSI, get rid of that, we'll bring up the RSI, we are actually forming lower lows on the RSI. So this is a typical bearish divergence, and we can see that the indicator, the stochastic RSI, is very overextended. So a pullback is necessary. But the DXY just does not want to pull back. And obviously the DXY does rely on a lot of fundamental analysis. So technical analysis isn't always the strong point for the DXY. But yeah, it is finding it difficult to react to this bearish divergence. So we will see how that continues, how the price of the DXY continues. But it's being very, very tough to sort of see that DXY come down, and that's what we want to see. Moving on quickly to sort of talking about September then. Quickly looking at this chart here. Now, this chart shows to us the Bitcoin's monthly returns, and the month of September historically has been a really, really, really tough month for Bitcoin. And we are coming into September. We are very, very, very close to September now. And we do have a lot of bearish signals on the charts as well. So adding all this up, it's not looking too good coming into the month of September. And looking at the stock market as well, it's not looking too good there. You've seen that I have showed you these two tweets before as well, these two examples. So this first example here is showing us how the 2021 and 2022 price of the S&P 500 is very, very correlated to the 2007 and then the 2008 crash. So what we're seeing here is we have this support level on the top chart here back in 2007, 2008, and we have this this orange line here, which is the 200 MA. Now the 200 MA, we got rejected from there. We came down to the support and we broke that support level. And yeah, we saw that 2008 crash. Now we're seeing the exact same scenario in 2021, 2022. It looks almost identical. We've got that 200 MA coming in as well. And this is not up to date. So I do have the up-to-date chart for you right here. And let me just put in the 200 MA. So we can see that this point here where this blue circle is on the bottom chart on the 2021 2022 chart, this is where this chart goes up to, and then we have to go onto this chart here, and we can see that the 200 MA is this yellow line on my chart here. And we can see we've already had that rejection from that 200 MA. We've come down to the support, and we've in fact broken that support level. And this support level here is in fact that gray support level here. So it is looking almost identical to that 2007 and 2008 scenario where we saw that crash. And coming into September, which has, historically been a very, very bearish month for a lot of markets, it's not looking too good at all. So yeah, there is a lot of correlation to the 2008 crash. And even looking at this chart here, this chart as well just shows us how correlated we are to the 2008 crash as well. We can see getting rejections from each of these three trend lines here. And we can see that this is a little bit delayed. Just to let you know, this is sort of behind. We have already had that rejection from that red line there. So yeah, not looking too good coming into September at all. So this is just sort of what I wanted to bring you today. Just a little sort of more compact video, updating everything to do with the charts. And I'll just see what we are looking at on the comments. So I'm accumulating and dollar cost averaging with leveraged tokens, though. Yeah, be careful with that. Be careful with leverage. It is very very risky. Hello from the UK, by the way. Great to see you. Yeah, great to see you here as well. The 4-hour Bitcoin falling wedge also has 19K within its range. Then potential pump. Okay, so let's have a look. Do I have a 4-hour chart open up here? 4-hour. Let's have a quick look at the 4-hour chart then. And let's see. I was looking at that. I think I know what you mean here. Let me know if I get this right. But I was looking at this a while back, and it goes something along the lines of pull it back like that. Yeah, it goes something along the lines of that. I know the chart is looking very messy. Let me get rid of that for a second. But yeah, this is looking like a textbook falling wedge pattern on that 4-hour chart. You are right there. And yeah, it does look like the price could come down to that $19,000 level and stay within this. Yeah, that's the one. Cool. Glad I got that right. Yeah, so there is a chance that the price could stay within this this falling wedge and hold that support at $19,000, coming and hitting that price target at $19,000, finding support at the bottom of the falling wedge and still break bullishly up out of that. That is another scenario that we can take out of this as well. But it all comes down again to this this chart right here, $19,000. That is sort of that critical level. If the price comes down to $19,000 and we break $19,000, then it does invalidate that pattern, of course. So $19,000 is that critical level, and $19,000 is that level that we all need to be looking out for as of right now. So if you do have TradingView and you do keep up with the charts, make sure you draw out this support level here, which is between sort of $19,000 and $19,700. And that is a level you need to be watching out for. If it breaks below $19,000, then be prepared for a lot of pain. Yeah, so that's sort of everything I've got for you today. Remember, $19,000 is that critical target. And yeah, we do have those price targets at $19,000 as well. If it does break $19,000, my next target is $12,000. Yeah, thank you for your analysis, AJ. No worries. Please make sure you smash that like button. It does really help us out, and I do really appreciate that. Any thoughts on Solana price? I will quickly have a look at Solana then. I was looking at that earlier today. And yeah, there is support coming in from this low back here at around $28. If I just draw that support level in for you there. So there is support coming in there. But again, if Bitcoin breaks $19,000, I do anticipate Solana to break $28. And then we could see a lot of pain for Solana as well. Currently, for me, I am sort of staying away from those altcoins. I've said it before, because if we do see Bitcoin come down to $12,000, we are going to see the altcoins get crunched, get absolutely demolished percentage wise. So yeah, just be careful if you are looking at getting into any of those those altcoins. But yeah, we've had a rising wedge on the Solana chart as well, and obviously that price target has been hit as well at $32. That was that take profit point, and we actually came below that. But I do think we are going to come down to $28 on the Solana chart and hopefully find support. But again, as I said, if Bitcoin breaks $19,000, then Solana is most likely going to break $28, and there could be a lot of pain for Solana. So yeah, just be aware of that. Getting ready for a big short then. Yeah, get ready for a big short. That's exactly what I'm doing. But as I said, only if we break below this support level here, which is sat at around just under $19,000. So the sort of exact number is around $18,800. That's sort of the level that we've got to be aware of. And if we break below that, then yeah, big pain. But only if we break below that. If we don't break below that, then I'm not even thinking about a short position. I'm only thinking about a short position if we break below that. Yeah, so that's everything I've got for you. Thanks for your analysis. No worries. Just make sure you slap a like on the video. And yeah, it really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. And I can continue to bring you this technical analysis. So if you enjoyed, please make sure you smash that like button. If you are new, make sure that you subscribe as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with Ben in that daily live. So thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow.